It is Sunday morning and here we are in the shop. It's about 9:30 I think, and we got a little bit of something going on today, and it was something I wasn't even expecting, and I didn't even plan on it or expecting to do it, but it's happening. So let me show you what it is. So everything's lined up here. All the mowers lined up, the blower, except for one machine is missing. That machine is right there. The Walker MTSD. Now you guys know the story of this. I bought this machine, it had issues the way it ran. Still has issues the way it runs. I put brand new tires and rims on it, brand new leather comfort seat on it, and I did a few other little things to it. But when I got this thing, it was puff and smoke like crazy, would barely even run, and it had one bent push rod in it, and turns out the head was destroyed. So I put a brand new head on it, brand new push rods, brand new valves, redid that whole side, and it was running great, except for it would still occasionally puff a little bit of smoke. Cruise right around. If you watch back in the videos, you'll see me and the boys mowed with it a little bit outside the shop here. But since then, when I put everything over here, I drove this mower over there, backed it in, shut it off. Now, it won't start without the jump pack. I'm sure it needs a battery. But every time I get to start, it runs for a couple minutes and it keeps shutting off. It won't stay running. So that tire always loses air. It's got dry rot on it. My plan was to replace that tire, but so I put air in that tire, I disengaged the hydros, and I pushed it over here. So why is this mower sitting here? So I made that video, I don't know, about a week back or whatever, saying what should I do with this mower. It came with the 42-inch mulch deck on it, but it can also take my 56-inch side discharge deck that I put on the other walkers. I swap back and forth. And I recently found a 74-inch side discharge deck for sale pretty cheap. So that had me wondering, I really think that this engine either needs rebuilt, the entire thing, I think it needs new rings in it, or just a new engine, and I toggled with the idea of that. So, in the meantime, I hadn't made up my mind yet, and then I was contacted by another YouTuber that lives in Massachusetts, and he asked me if I'd be willing to sell this machine. So, I said, well, everything's for sale for the right price. So I told him, I said, well, if I did, this is what I would want out of it. And he said that he wants the machine, and he wants it, he'll take it without the deck, take the machine just the way it sits, the way it is. He's got a lot of walkers, so I think he has 5 or 6 of them. And he actually is doing a video series right now on switching one from a GHS to an MTSD, which is the same as this is, side discharge. I think he has 3 or 4 GHS walkers anyway. But he's doing a video series on that, so definitely go check that out. But he said he was making a trip to Florida, and he asked if I would hold this for 2 weeks. And I said, yeah, no problem, it's not going anywhere. I didn't even plan on selling it yet anyway. And then he contacted me yesterday and said that he was going to drive through the night, all night last night, and be here this morning to get it. So he was supposed to be here initially about 9 o'clock, and he texted me a little while ago and said it would be closer to 11 because he ran into some bad weather. But he is on his way here from Massachusetts and drove all night, and he is buying this machine. So that's his plan, that's what he wants to do. We're going to try to put it in the bed of his pickup truck. He has ramps, but with the third wheel, that might pose a problem. I might pull the side ramp, or the sidewall off the dually there to use as the center for the center wheel, and him and I could probably push it up in there if I can't get it to stay running. But either way, that's why this machine is sitting out here. And for those of you that said just sell it, I guess you're getting your way. For those of you that said put an engine in it and run it, it is what it is. right, so I told you guys in a little bit this morning that somebody's coming, another YouTuber that is buying this mower. And he did buy this mower, and a lot of you guys might have thought that that would have been Ken from KLC, but I wouldn't sell him my recycling. So that it definitely is not Ken. But this is Brandon from Berndts.
Yeah, I'm in Eastern Massachusetts.
That's right, Eastern Massachusetts.
Yep.
So I will put a link to his channel in the description of this so you guys can go and check him out. He does a lot of stuff with walkers. Somebody got him turned on to walkers at one point, so I'll let him share that.
This guy right here. So again, I'm Brandon from Berndts Lawn Care. This is my lovely wife, Renee.
Hi.
We're a husband and wife team out of Eastern Massachusetts. This is my son, Brandon, and my daughter, Audrey. And I have been watching Randy for years. He actually got me into walkers and got me excited to run them. To be honest with you, at first, I hated these machines. And after seeing his videos, you know, I started to understand the machines a little better, and after I started using them, I fell in love with them. Everything I know in regards to a walker is thanks to this man right here, and Ken from KLC. You guys are great. I gotta be honest, you guys are awesome.
I appreciate it. You know, it's the same thing. You guys know my story. Brian from Top Notch is the one that got me into walkers. I swear I would never do it. And then once I got my first one and I ran it, you guys know the story. It's history from there. And I did sell the B, which I regret all the time, and Billy never lets me forget it. But there will be another walker coming, even though I'm getting rid of this one. But it's coming down to a time issue for me where I don't have the time to put work into this machine that it needs. Brandon does. And so he's going to take this machine, and you guys will be able to follow along on his channel what he does with this machine. But once you run a walker, you'll never not have a walker, at least one way. You guys know the story with that. My business has changed with the type of accounts I do, which is why I've gone mostly to standards now. But I will never not have a walker, especially for leaf season, because I run them all, and there is no machine that's going to bag like a walker. It just doesn't happen.
Nope, no way.
But so I wanted to make sure that I introduced him. For those of you that don't know him, you can go and follow him. Like I said, I'll put a link in the channel for that. And you guys can follow along, like I said, what he's going to do with this machine. And now you guys know where it went to. So for those of you that commented on the video before that said, just put an engine in it, sorry, is what it is. And for those of you that commented and said, sell it, I really wasn't sure what I was going to do, and then Brandon contacted me and said, if you want to sell that thing, I'll come and get it.
Yep.
So they drove all night through the night.
Yep.
These two little ones had, they probably slept.
They did.
If they're anything like mine when mine were little, they probably slept most of the way, which made it nice for mom and dad. But yeah, so I mean, it was a long trip for them. And where you guys aren't going back home?
No, so from here, I'm going to see my family in Florida.
Awesome.
So my initial plan was to go to Florida first and then come back here to buy the mower. But honestly, I was just so anxious to buy this thing, and I wanted to meet you. So I decided, you know what, let's just make the trip to New York. Let's get this done. We'll stay a night in a hotel, and then we'll go down to Florida to see my parents.
And I remember that's what you said. You contacted me and said, I'm going to Florida first. It'll be like 2 weeks. And I said, Brandon, don't worry about it. It'll be here when you get here.
Absolutely.
So it wasn't going anywhere because, like I said, I didn't even have any intentions of selling it.
Yeah.
So, and then when you contacted me, you said, hey, I'm going to drive through the night. I'll be there tomorrow. I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
so,
I was super pumped. My wife was super pumped. Is this your mower right here? Which mower is yours? Is it this one? Your mower? Oh, my mower. This is my mower. Okay. Well, I think this mower eventually becomes his anyway.
Yeah.
You know, I was so excited to buy this thing.
I'm glad you guys made the trip. It was great to meet you.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've talked to you so many times on the videos and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, does this guy know who I am? I'm like, you know, you comment on the videos and then you said something about coming to buy it, and I was like, I was like, okay, cool. I'm always up for meeting another lawn care guy, especially another YouTuber that's doing the same kind of thing. So I was like, well, he's got to know who I am then. So
absolutely.
If he found me and he's
we love the channel. We love your channel.
Thanks. I appreciate it. I have so much fun doing it. And like I said, you know, I started off as a hobby forever ago, and my wife used to give me so much crap and pick on me for doing it. And then, you know, she got accustomed to it, and she realized that, hey, you know, it is what it is. He loves doing it, so I support him. And so she has through the whole journey. But, you know, you guys are husband and wife team working, but you know, for any of you guys that aren't husband and wife working, you gotta understand it. You know, you film and you work all day, and then you come home, you're spending all that time editing video.
Yeah.
Your wife or your husband or whatever is being very, very understanding.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
it takes a lot. Like filming and what my wife had gotten used to and my kids gotten used to is making videos is considered part of my business. It has brought me business, it has brought me equipment, it has done so much for me.
Yep.
So I don't see it as like just a hobby, I see it as part of the business. So
Right.
that's what I've gotten to that point. But
And you've done a great job at it, man.
well, thanks, I really appreciate
You know,
it. And,
keep those videos coming. We
I
love
will,
them.
I
We
will
love them.
for sure.
Every night in my house, we always turn the TV on, and we always hope to see a new video from Countryside. So it's just one of those. It's become our family ritual.
She's not telling you, turn that garbage off.
No, she's super into it. I mean, she's into it just as much as me. We both quit our full-time jobs to do lawn care.
Yeah.
And we haven't looked back since. So
That's
you know.
awesome. I think we all did that at one point before we started, but without a doubt. But before you load up and before he goes, I have a present for him. So since he made the trip all the way here, I wasn't letting him leave with just the mower. I wish I had some Countryside swag for you guys,
Yeah.
but I do not because everything I printed this year went to all the employees. I will be making some soon, and you asked if you could buy some. You're not buying some. I will just mail it to you, and
Thank
I
you.
will make stuff for all 4 of you.
Oh,
Thank
thank
you.
you so much.
I will mail it to you guys for coming here and just spending a Sunday with me.
Oh, no
and,
problem.
and buying
Glad to be
this.
here.
But like I said, I have a present for you, so should we get the present?
You want to see the present? I think that's a yes.
I think it's a yes. Oh wow! These are Walker hopper bins. So I bought these a couple years ago, and as everyone knows and watches me, I went to using black bins. But these Walker hopper bins are very nice, and after watching your videos, and I see all the GHSs you have.
Yep.
These go right in the large hopper.
Yep.
And we put that in first. This one links up under there. And then once you're done bagging, you slide them out and you can dump them. So if you're on a property where you have to haul away or anything like that, they're dirty right now. You just gotta wash them up. But I don't know if, I didn't see them in your video, so I didn't see that you had any. But
Yep.
everyone tells me, and I found out when I first got them, they're darn near impossible to get. You
Yeah.
can't get them anywhere,
Yep.
and it costs about $400 for the pair.
Yep.
So if you do find them, they're really expensive on top of that.
Yeah.
The only thing I did to them is I trimmed it right there. And that's because once it got up to a certain height, when the grass, because your power flow goes right through there,
Right.
through the cut in there.
Yep.
Once you got up, grass would build up there and it would keep stopping the rotating.
Yep.
So I think it was just a design flaw, and I first got turned on these from Martin from Mowing and Growing,
Okay. Yep.
and he had them, and then I looked all over the U.S. for them and thought they were only in his area where he's at. So I'm like, they're not even in the U.S. and I ended up finding them. But yeah, that's the case there. And, but these are yours, so I haven't used them in a
Thank
couple
you so
years. I
much.
had them for
Thank
sale
you.
for a while.
Thank you very
And then
much.
I thought you have the GHSs for them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I've
I was
always
like,
been anxious to try them. I really appreciate it.
yeah, if you like them, use them. If you don't, sell them. Do whatever you want with them.
No, we'll definitely use
I
them.
figured
Definitely use them.
that you can get some use out of all the GHSs you have.
Lately, what we've been doing is we've been emptying the hopper right on the ground and then taking a big snow shovel and then throwing it in the back of the truck. So
Been there before.
this will help out tremendously. So
Yeah.
we really appreciate
This
it.
will definitely help you out.
Thank you so
No
much.
problem. Yeah, thank you for
Thank you
coming.
very
Thank you
much.
for spending time with me.
Thank
and,
you. It's an honor to be here and it's an honor to meet you, man.
Thanks. I
Keep up the
appreciate it.
videos.
I will. I'll keep pumping them out.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Brandon, can you say thank you? No.
Nope, not
Say
doing it.
thank you. Say thank you, Randy, for my mower. Can you say thank you? No?